Welcome to Lapis Moon Tarot. In this reading, we are going to channel messages from your future self. So I want you to take a moment and just close your eyes and think of your future self. Think of any of the goals you've been working on, or maybe difficulties you've been experiencing, any obstacles. Think of your wishes. Think of what is deep in your heart and all of the things you want to achieve in this life. And then picture your future self who has already solved the issue, found a solution to the obstacles, fulfilled that wish, fulfilled that goal. And ask that future self to come back and give you advice, give you clarity, perhaps even some methods in which you can get more clarity for yourself, rely on your intuition more, maybe some practices you could do. So keeping in mind your future self and the questions you've asked that future self, I want you to take a look at the 4 piles in front of you. Now each pile corresponds to one of my tarot decks, and you'll choose from either pile number 1, which is the 9 of Cups, and this is the Tarot of the Divine. Pile number 2 corresponds to the Knight of Swords in the Light Seers Tarot. Pile number 3 corresponds to the 10 of Cups in the Lucid Dreams Tarot. And pile number 4 corresponds to the Ace of Pentacles in the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So take a deep breath, pause the video if you need, and choose your pile. I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1, if you chose this beautiful 9 of Cups, this will be your reading. So this will center around the 9 of Cups. So the main message that your future self wants to give you is that keeping hope for your biggest wish, so this is what's in the depths of your heart, will absolutely call in that wish. This is a wish fulfillment card. And you can see in this card, it's depicted by, a loving couple, but it's whatever fulfillment means to you. So this could be fulfillment in a relationship, a friendship. It could be, getting that job that you're looking for, taking off on a business, traveling, whatever fulfillment is to you. So that will be the main energy for your reading. I'm really hoping that will come through. Maybe I'll pull it down a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get 5 cards around the 9 of Cups to get further messages from your future self. Either guidance or confirmation, encouragement, whatever the messages they want to send to you. And of course, these messages are always for your highest and greatest good. All right, messages from your future self regarding the 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. Beautiful. We've got Judgment. This is going through an awakening. This could be a spiritual awakening. This is putting down your mask and being true to the real you. So perhaps you have felt like you've had to play a role that society's placed on you, or your family's expectations have placed on you. But Judgment calls out what is your truest essence, what is your truest self, and to live in that truth in order to attract what it is that you want in this life. If you want true fulfillment, you can't live in a lie, and you can't live pretend, and you can't live under pretenses. I'm going to keep shuffling, that's too many. Or under the expectations of other people's judgment of you, or telling you what you need to do in life. Look at that. Beautiful. This is 2 major arcanas coming back to back. The Magician. This is card number 1. This is one of the best cards to get in tarot. This talks about tapping into your own ability to manifest. So this person, the Magician, they have mastered all of their skills. This could be their emotional strength, their intuition, their ability to have passion and drive, determination, their ability to be resourceful. So it's all of the signs of the tarot. So the cups, the fire with the wand, the swords with the intellect, and the pentacles with, resources and things of value, the material world, all into one, being used to manifest whatever it is that they want to live out in this world. So tapping into that type of energy, once you put out, that makes sense to me. Once you put down the burden of everyone else's expectations, you're going to allow yourself to have the energy to actually go for what you want, to have the energy to hone your own skills, to have the ability to even get clarity on what you want, to have the focus, to have the drive, the passion, all towards your own goals, not necessarily living out what everyone else has, dictated for you. Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay, yeah. This is about living in the here and now. No more of this, I'm going to think about the past and whatever may have happened there, good or bad, or being, thinking too far ahead where it is good to be goal oriented and future focused, absolutely, but not to the point where it almost makes you feel paralyzed, where you think, how could I possibly get there? How could I possibly make this goal happen for myself, right? So there's a balance here, and nothing is more powerful than what you do right now, how you decide to live, what steps you take, what actions you take, what mindset you, put out there day to day. That's where you're being directed. Like the magician's power is in the here and now. Page of Cups. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. The page, oh, sorry, the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins in the reverse, it's kind of like you're blocking your own ability to gain material wealth, to gain experience in the world. This could be blocking your opportunities in a workplace, not doing the type of work that's fulfilling or that's paying you what you're worth. And it's because you're either thinking of the past, where in the past perhaps people put unfair expectations on you, and you're so hard on yourself. It almost is kind of like perfectionism, where you're scared to try new things. You are so tied to the outcome of what you do, that you're so scared to fail, you don't even try really hard. You let opportunities pass you by. This could also mean, being so farsighted that, again, you block your opportunities that are right in front of you because you think, well, how could this be my stepping stone? Or you don't see them as a stepping stone. You just want, the big shiny prize at the end. But what you do now is the most important. This is the time where you're building your skills, where you're building perhaps even your network, where you're building your value. Let's get you one final. Right here. Yeah, Two of Swords. You have a choice before you. Absolutely. And look at that, Page of Cups in the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna put that right here. We'll talk about that in just a second. The Two of Swords talks about having a choice in front of you, but having your eyes closed while making this choice. So swords are about truth, there's about intellect, they're about logic. But see how she's surrounded by fire here? If she would open her eyes, she would see that there's water behind her. That, yes, the way forward may seem blocked, but if she would just look at all of her options, she could see that maybe the best way forward is to actually go around the fire or go through the water, whatever it might be, right? And so this is obviously just, an example that's coming up in this card, but being so stuck either in the past or so farsighted is not allowing you to see the solutions that are right in front of you or the opportunities that are right in front of you. And so you're kind of like stuck in place, scared, right? Look at her arms, they're crossed over her chest. Her heart is blocked. She is just so afraid to make a misstep that she won't even take a step. So your future self is kind of like highlighting this about yourself. Don't be afraid. Let down the mask. You could fail, perhaps, you could go through lessons, you could, learn through your obstacles and then get back up and try again. You don't need to have it perfect the first time. That's not what this life is about. And as you build your confidence, as you try, as you, look at your successes and look at how far you've come, this magician energy, it's going to carry you. Because the magician absolutely values themselves. They know their worth. They know what they're capable of. That's one of the biggest parts of manifesting your dreams, is feeling worthy of your dreams, feeling like you absolutely deserve to have whatever it is that you're thinking of in this life. Whether it's relationships or fulfillment in what you do, or having meaningful work, or feeling like you're being compensated enough for your work, being valued, right? And look at that. I love that the Page of Cups has come up upright. Oh, look at that, and that card underneath. Okay, we'll talk about that too. The Page of Cups is one of my favorite pages. He's all about anything is possible, possibilities are endless. It's only impossible until someone does it, right? That type of energy where if it brings you joy, if it opens your heart, if it brings you fulfillment, absolutely chase it, absolutely go after it. Why not? Right? And so you're only stopping yourself. You're only blocking your own heart, your own fulfillment, your own desires by staying stagnant. So dream big. This is so beautiful. So much cups energy. So we've got the 6 here, the Page of Cups. We had also the 9 of Cups as your main energy, another major arcana, the Death card. I think you're making these realizations in life right now, about living your truth, empowering yourself, not being stuck to other people's judgment, not caring really what other people think. Because in the end, they're not the ones who are walking this path. This is your path to walk. So it's like an end to all those limiting beliefs that were holding you back. This is so beautiful. I love this message from your future self. Let's get you a little bit more encouragement. This is one of my favorite oracle cards. It's the Herbal Astrology Oracle. We'll just get you a little bit of healing, perhaps, for support during this time. Because a spiritual awakening, it's not easy, and it takes time, it takes dedication. You are chipping away at all the things about yourself that aren't really you. That's not an easy thing to do. 2 things have come up in the reverse: rebirth and sensuality. Wow, number 50 and 45. Rebirth and death, they go hand in hand, right? It's when something dies off that we are reborn to our truer self. Sensuality is interesting here. Could be that you are blocked off, your heart, to things that bring you joy, that bring you passion, that open up your sacral chakra as well. That's where we manifest from. It's the chakra that is all about creation. I mean, it's in, the womb space, right? So being literal, it's creating life. But if you are not, identifying as a woman, it's all, or even if you are identifying as a woman, it doesn't always mean a child being born. It also means creation, creating ideas, creating, being innovative, having passions, whatever it might be. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so let's read number 45 in the reverse. So the plant that's come out with that is mandrake. In the reverse, blocked sensuality, shame around sexuality, creative energy misdirected, unchanneled desires. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Like the sacral chakra is really important in manifesting, right? And getting your wishes coming through. You have to feel worthy of it. But if it's blocked, there's also a lot of shame along with that unworthiness. And, you don't want to be seen. You don't want to be center stage perhaps as well. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. That's all plays part of not feeling your value and having blocked, a blocked sacral chakra. So maybe also listening to meditations on YouTube about opening your sacral chakra, and that might be very useful as well. So the guidance. Mandrake is here to ask you to find new forms of intimacy. Ask yourself, what inspires bliss, joy, and passion in my life? Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need and desire when you focus on energy givers such as joy. Mandrake is here to assist you in liberating unchanneled creativity and sensuality, releasing energy from the sacral center and activating your pleasure centers to experience a higher form of love. Don't allow unworthiness, fear of rejection, and inhibitions of pleasure to stop you from experiencing higher love. Focus on giving your gifts to the world with overwhelming passion and opening up to receive fully and fearlessly. So that's why this rebirth is in reverse right now. It's like you're in this change, you're in the middle of awakening to your power, to your creative, passions, to healing that sacral center. And as soon as you do, you will flip this card upside down with ayahuasca in the rebirth, and you will be born again into this, next chapter of your life, right? Into one that's healed, into one where you have all the possibilities. Page of Cups, your dreams are worthy. You're worthy of your dreams. And you unblock yourself. This is so beautiful. I'm going to get you one final message from your future self. Group number 1. Final parting message. There it is. My super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. Yeah, if that's not the summary of your whole reading, that's so beautiful. I hope you tap into your joy. I hope that you take, time to love yourself fully, to heal that sacral chakra, to live in the high vibrational emotions, experiences. And as you do, and as you open up, and as you allow yourself to feel joy and love and feel expansive, you will absolutely attract this 9 of Cups. I hope that's helped. If it has, give me a like, send me a comment, and if you still feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Group number 2, if you chose the Knight of Swords from the Light Seers Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Your main energy is this Knight of Swords, which is beautiful charge forward energy. This is nothing's holding you back. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving of all the knights, and you can see that depicted here with the motorcycle. So what does this mean? This is quick on your feet, quick thinking, clear thinking, riding to victory. Like whatever might have been blocking you, might have been clouding your judgment, might have been murking the waters, it's all clearing up. You're using your logic, you're using your intellect, you're chasing truth in order to get the answers you seek, in order to get to the solution you want, right? So I'm just going to place that here and hopefully that'll still show through. Okay, so we're going to get you some tarot from your future self. So this is encouragement. This is confirmation that whatever obstacles you might be seeing, or they don't have to necessarily be obstacles. They could be like, maybe you're looking to expand your business. Maybe you're trying to make a major decision in regards to a relationship, or maybe you want to relocate, you want to travel, you want to change what you're doing for work, whatever it might be. You're going to make the right decision. You're going to see the clarity. You're going to be successful. The Knight of Swords, he rides into victory with his clear thinking and his good judgment. You're absolutely capable of making this decision for yourself and to making the right decision for yourself. That's too many. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do one at a time. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. You might be not seeing clearly because you are tired, my dear. You are burnt out. The 4 of Swords talks about needing rest and recovery, burning the candle at both ends for too long. You might be someone who's juggling family and work. You might have a very demanding job. You might be on the grind. This is living in survival mode. But as you can see, she's in this nest for a good reason. She's in this recovery mode. She's in this rest period because that is going to give her clarity, right? You can't make good decisions when you're stressed out, when you're being rushed, when you are not, at your best, right? You need rest, you need clear thinking, you need to nourish your body, you need to, listen to your body, get enough sleep. All of those things are going to help you gain clarity to make the right decisions. Because again, this is Swords energy, right? So we want truth, we want clarity, we want logical, clear thinking. And it's really calling out the fact that you can't do that from a tired mind, from a stressed out mind, right? And too many? Your future self has so much to say. They are trying to get out my whole deck here. Try to get one at a time, please. Wow, love this. You know what? Oh my God. Group 1 got the Magician in the 2nd position as well. That's so interesting. Everyone's really tapped in right now. This is, well, I mean, I guess we're heading into Pisces season, so it's the most spiritual, I would say, of all the signs. It's really connecting with your intuition. This Magician, beautiful manifestor card. It's one of the best cards to get in all of the tarot. He is, or she is, a master at using all of the tools at their disposal. So they have mastered their intellect, they gain clarity, they know where they want to be, they visualize their future or their wish or their hope, whatever it is they want to bring in. They've mastered their emotions. They tap in with joy, they tap in with, high vibrational energy. They are very resourceful. That's the pentacle energy. They know how to use their own value and all of the things at their disposal to get what they want. And with the final of the symbols of the tarot, which is the fire energy, the wand energy, they use their passion and drive to attract what they want in this life. This is all of the minor arcana symbols being used to manifest. So this could be a call that you're stepping into this power. And to step into this power, you need to rest your mind. Because you probably have drive, you have passion, there's something you really want and you want to go after it. You're very clear on that. Knight of Swords. You know exactly where you want to be. And so this might just be calling out that that's the missing piece. It's like you're tired, so it's hard to see how to get there, hard how to focus on it, how to deal with the day-to-day, balance it out. Everything could feel overwhelming right now because you're tired and burnt out. Ooh, that really flew out. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse here, it's like it's not worth the amount of work you're putting in it. You're not seeing the output out of it. So this could be because you are in, a workplace, a work environment. Maybe this is your own business where you've put so much of yourself in it and it's worn you out almost, but you're not reaping the benefits. Maybe your workplace doesn't value you the way they should or support you the way they should. You're not seeing the growth that you were expecting. Maybe it's your own business. Maybe you don't have the right team or, the right people. Like, there's just something has to change. Something has to give here. Look at that, followed by the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. This feels like maybe you change your strategy. Maybe you do something different marketing wise that expands you, or you bring in the right people, or you go and you study something new or try your hand at something new and you really apply yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is meticulous. They're driven, they're hardworking. They really build something. And so you're building yourself up. So you're either, changing professions, you're changing the way you do your business model, you're maybe working a different place, you may be going back to school, but you're definitely changing out of this reverse Seven of Pentacles, this job that's not giving back to you, this, putting down your burdens. Ten of Wands, this is carrying the weight of the world on your back. Look at this, bottom of the deck, Sun in the reverse, but we'll get to that. When you make the switch, it's like you're finally going to get to the end of this hard leg of your life. The Ten of Wands talks about all of the responsibilities on your shoulders, giving of your time, being pulled at by all of these other demands on your energy, on your time, on your effort. And a lot of it is not even your own to carry. You might just be a very nurturing, caring person, and you're learning how to put up your boundaries, to not overflow your plate. You're doing enough for yourself first, giving to yourself first, making sure you're rested, you're taken care of, and then you're doing for others. And so this is the end of this Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You're going to go find what fulfills you, what is actually monetarily like abundant as well for you. It's the end of this hard chapter. And that might be that clarity that you get with this Nine of Swords. The drive to end it, to say like, enough is enough. My boundaries are up now. I'm actually going to take care of myself first now. I'm going to go do what's fulfilling, what's actually paying me my value, rewarding me my value, all the work that I'm putting in. And look at this, the Sun in the reverse. Oh my God, and the Strength card underneath that. I love that. Okay. The Sun, upright or reversed, doesn't matter. Nothing can hold back the Sun. It's the Sun. It shines. It shines its vitality, its joy, its abundance, its victory. All of that is going to shine down on you. The Sun in the reverse simply just means that there's a little bit of a delay. And the delay could be that you're just in rest and recuperation right now. And so look at that. It's like almost double confirmation because the Strength card is the Leo card. Leo is ruled by the sun. Have courage. Have the bravery to chase your dreams, to hold fast to them. Have that fire energy. That's the only thing I think yeah, no, we've got the wands. Yeah, that passion. End of the heart cycle into something that actually drives you, that, makes you want to run after it. And it lights you up. You're meant to shine, no matter what. It's just delayed right now because you're in rest and recovery. That's fine. But you've got the Magician and the Sun. What a beautiful reading. Let's get you some support from your future self. Ooh, that's way too many. This future self of yours? You might have, I don't know, do you have Gemini prominently in your chart? Very talkative. You really want to, yeah, all the sword energy too. Okay. Trust. With Bobbin Sana, let's go read that. What a beautiful card. I actually have not seen this card come out for me before, so that's really cool. Yeah, 8-8, the Strength card, and this one coming out with a Trust. Sorry, I'm just taking it all in. It's so lovely. You've got ancestors coming in to support you. You see the moon. You've got the moon, and you have Neptune, which is very dreamy. It's very tapping into your intuition, dreaming big for yourself. This is really lovely. It's like trust your dreams, trust your visions. Let's get you that. Number 8. In the upright. Self-love, heart retrieval, ultimate state of receivingship, gratitude, receptivity, and compassion. Right? You've given so much of yourself to others, and of your time, of your energy, of your effort. It's time to give to yourself. The guidance. Bobensana's bright and pink flowers bathe the energy body with the softness of light, awakening the inner pathways to unconditional self-love. Bobensana reminds us that love is the highest state of receivership, reminding us not to forget the necessary power of self-love. Bobensana assists us in rediscovering forgotten places within ourselves, retrieving fragments of our heart, seeking healing. Ask yourself, where in my heart's memory can I bring wholeness to? Bobensana's medicine is like that of the whales and hummingbirds, the joyous record keepers of the sacred that assist us in assessing the reservoirs of the cosmic heart. Sirenita is reminding you to pay close attention to the message encoded in dreams, synchronicities, and symbols that surround you right now. Through those doorways, you can further explore the great mysteries of your heart's desires. Beautiful card. I'm going to get you a message from your future self, and then I'm actually going to get you a little bit more. Too many. My goodness. There it is. Okay. I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. Yes. Beautiful. Trust, right? Trust. Exactly that. Trust that it's coming. Trust that it's in divine timing. Trust that it's for your highest good. Trust that this is a time of recovery. That's what it really feels like to me. You might be a recovering perfectionist. You might be even a recovering overgiver. You're always taking care of others. It's time to take care of yourself. I'm going to get you one more. This is the Sacred Self-Love Oracle for some, I guess, maybe rituals or practices you could do to tap into that intuition and the synchronicities and making sense of it all. Are you sleeping? Dream journal. Are you serious? That's exactly what this Four of Swords is talking about. Be meticulous about your sleep. That is an act of self-love. Making sure you're getting however feels enough to you. So, they say 7 to 8 hours, but I feel women need more. I came across something that said, like, women, we produce our hormones during our sleep stage. So sleep is much more important for us, especially if we're depleting our, adrenals, and we're depleting all the hormones that kind of get triggered during stressful periods at a faster rate. We're going to need even more sleep. So be meticulous about your sleep. Make a meal. Yeah, nourish yourself, nourish your body. You're an intellectual person. That's what I was getting here from this Knight of Swords. And I find maybe because you're so intellectually gifted and you're in your mind so much, you kind of forget that your mind is attached to a body. It's like It's two halves, right? It's your thoughts, your clear thinking, your intellect, but it's also your physical body, what it needs to keep that beautiful mind of yours clear and functioning well. So nourish yourself well. Take good care of yourself. That's also an act of self-love. Get you one more. Burning bowl ritual. Love that. You know what that feels like to me? It's kind of like these all in the frame. It's letting go of that perfectionism perhaps, or the need to work hard and please others and not give up almost to your own detriment. So you take on all of this extra work and extra burdens and you do everything for everyone else. And it's burning you out. You know, you're not sleeping, you're tired, you're depleted. You don't even trust your own intuitive hits, your own dreams. That's no way to be. So burning bowls, so write out all the things you want to let go and burn them, I mean, safely. But it's very cathartic. You know, the smoke kind of transmutes all of the things you're holding on to, all of the things that are limiting beliefs, all the things you think you need to do for others. That's very liberating. You can actually do that. You know, right now we have a new moon in Pisces, but the energy is potent for 3 days before and 3 days after the new moon. So that's happening on the 20th when I'm recording this. But you can still do this. You know, it's kind of like a clean slate. The new moon is the new lunar month, and it's time to have a fresh start, a clear mind, letting go of all the limiting things. Trust it's coming. You know, this Knight of Swords, he's riding to victory, right? I hope that's helped. If it has, send me a like, send me a comment, and if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Group number 3, if you chose the 10 of Cups, this is the main energy of your future self. So the card actually says happiness, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony, alignment, family, love, support, fulfillment, emotional stability, and domestic joy. You've got Pisces, you've got Mars, and you've got the water element. Beautiful. We just entered Pisces season. Today is the new moon in Pisces. So that could be relevant. Maybe you've been manifesting. Maybe you do things that are, you know, rituals on new moons. Maybe you're trying to manifest fulfillment. So this could mean whatever it means to you. So in this, you know, picture, we're depicting a happy family, but it's whatever fills your heart. What is your definition of fulfillment? That's what this card symbolizes. So your future self is coming here to tell you that you attain it. I mean, 10 of Cups, that's a completion number. That's getting to the end of that wish, that fulfillment, that desire. And you know, made all the steps from the Ace of Cups all the way up to the 10 of Cups to get here. So it's absolutely within your reach. That's the main message they want to tell you. That's so lovely. I wonder if that's still going to show through. This one kind of leans forward. Let me see if I can get it to bend our way. I think that's better. Okay, beautiful. Let's get you some further tarot around this 10 of Cups. And I love the rainbow in this card as well. I love that it's a circle. It's really, truly symbolizing completion to me with the circle. The rainbow is so hopeful, so, you know, that beautiful rainbow at the end of the storm, right? So you've gone through it, and now this is your reward. You've learned the lessons. Let's do one more good shuffle here. Okay, so I'll take 5 cards. Messages from your future self. There it is. Knight of Swords, beautiful, ambitious, fast-thinking, success-driven, assertive, direct, sometimes impatient, but intellectual, daring, focused, and a perfectionist. Okay, Gemini coming through here, and this is an air element, right? So to me, this feels like you have the drive to get your fulfillment, and that's, you know, half the battle is that ambition, it's that drive, it's that ability to go for what you want, not hold yourself back. Three of Cups in the reverse here. This is interesting. So Three of Cups in the upright talks about kindred souls, finding a support system, celebration, having people in your life that support you. In the reverse, it almost feels like you're going at this alone. Even though the Ten of Cups usually talks about having a family, it could be that you're distancing yourself from people in your life currently who are perhaps blocking you or discouraging you from your dreams. And that's actually, a healthy thing to do. Having good boundaries with people. It could also mean that because you're not having that support system, you want to be careful you're not getting into that hyper independence where you feel like you have no one to turn to, you don't go to others with your problems, you keep it all inside, and that's not healthy either. Yes, maybe it is healthy for you to put up boundaries with this group of people, but perhaps the message here is also maybe finding your people, right? Finding the right people who support you. King of Pentacles. So this talks about being in financial hardship. I don't get that from your energy. It feels like your self-worth has taken a hit because of the situation here with the people around you. This could actually be family or close friends. And they're the type of people who, when you share your very big, ambitious dreams, they want to keep you at their level. And so they deflate you, they discourage you, they tell you you're not going to be able to do that. And it's taken a hit to your self-worth. Very unfair to do that to anyone. Um, and I think that's what your future self is trying to point out to you, that how you view yourself has nothing to do with reality, but is due to the fact of the people you're surrounding yourself with or have been surrounded with. It's like that thing that says, like, before you seek therapy, first check out, if your circle of friends and family are not the bad people. I'm going to say that word instead of what's actually said in that meme. So, yeah, it feels just like being surrounded by not very nice people who are making you doubt your worth. Look at that, the Magician. Both other cards, like the two other groups, got the exact same card. So I'm just floored with the energy in the collective right now. Like, everyone feels this surge. If you've been doing work, if you've been doing spiritual work or work on yourself, I think we're all just like on this cusp of manifesting greatness, manifesting our biggest, wishes, dreams. So what does this card say? Manifestation, focused creativity, skills, turning visions into reality, inspiration, willpower, desire, resources, and ability. Beautiful card. One of the best cards to get in all of the major arcana, and it trumps all of the other cards on this table because it's major arcana, and just such beautiful energy. This is mastering yourself, mastering your emotions so that people can't affect you with their negativity, mastering your self-worth so you are resourceful and you value yourself so that people, again, can't try to shrink you down. Honing your desires, your fire, your passion towards your own fulfillment. And because you do that, and you kind of harness the energy of all your own ability, and you have self-worth, your dreams come true, your manifestations come through, because you believe that you are worthy of them. Let's get you one more. Oh, I'm so happy that this has come out. Releasing pain. This is the Three of Swords in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, I've got King of Wands. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. This really broke your heart. 3-3 coming through here as well, with the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Losing this circle, or maybe seeing this circle for what it really is, kind of like seeing it with clear eyes now that you've done some of this, spiritual work, and realizing that it was kind of a toxic circle of friends. You know, they were not seeing you for what you really were, and you just felt so betrayed and so heartbroken over it. This could be also a relationship or family, but I feel like just it feels like a group. So it could be a family that, you know, maybe through generational hurt and trauma and um, unhealed wounds, you know, they just don't know better. And I'm not necessarily saying that they're doing this on purpose. It's just sometimes it's learned behavior to keep everybody down, to keep everyone small, because that's what they learned, right? They didn't know how to hype you up. They didn't know how to make you value yourself. But you're healing from that. You're learning to be enough on your own. Like it's like tapping into self-love, self-care, self-nurture, and that's also empowering you. King of Wands is Leo energy. Kind of like when you are all lit up and fired up and you shine so bright, all the good things come towards you because everyone is just kind of enamored. So you're, you know, you're attracting the right relationships, you're attracting the right collaborations. Okay, so I love that. And the Eight of Wands underneath that is, you know, forward moving momentum. It's kind of like that Knight of Swords. It's like nothing can hold you back. You're you're heading forward, you know, you're charging forward. I'm going to get you the Herbal Astrology Oracle. That's one of my favorite oracle cards. And maybe just to support you through this healing. Because getting the Magician card here, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Cups, I mean, this is a very positive reading. But just in case, just some support for you. Here it is. We've got in the reverse Passion Flower with Surrender. It feels very much like surrendering to what this ending was. Like it might be still something that you're holding on to. And it's the sacrifice, you know, it sometimes is those relationships that aren't fulfilling to make room for those that are. I'm going to get you one final message from your future self. Let's read them both. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me and movement will. When I merge my desires with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. Okay, that's lovely too. You know, kind of throws back to that King of Pentacles. Maybe you were trying to teach these people or open their eyes or, you know, take them with you on this spiritual journey. And you found out, sadly, that honestly people are, they have free will, right? So they can only meet you at the point that they have evolved, at the point that they are in their journey. And no matter how much you really try to impress them on them the importance of evolving, growing, expanding, looking within, healing, all of those things, they're only going to be able to hear you to the extent of their own healing or to the extent of their own understanding of this point of their journey. So I think you're kind of letting go of that need for control. You can only control your own reactions, your own emotions, your own actions. And that's going to give you a lot of peace. Because now you're looking for, okay, well then how do I gain what is fulfilling for me and letting everyone else learn their own lessons. I mean, we're all here to support each other, of course. But it has to be almost asked. Can't do it by force. You know, you could do it by example, absolutely. It could be that when you reach your fulfillment, you know, these people might, it might open their eyes, it might make them curious. You know, how did you do it? It might, you know, be that initiating factor. They see you do it, now they want to do it. I hope that's helped. If it has, give me a like, give me a comment, and if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Group number 4, if you chose this Ace of Pentacles from the Mystic Mondays reading, or should I say for the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck, This will be a reading from your future self. So your main energy, the Ace of Pentacles, is beautiful. Your future self wants to tell you that there's a new opportunity coming your way. This could be a job opportunity. This could be a promotion. This could be you opening your own business. It's definitely financially or materially based, right? So we have Pentacles here. So Ace of Pentacles. It might be that you've had a new idea percolating lately about a business idea. And your future self has come to kind of encourage you and make you take note of that it's important to not kind of just brush it away. And we've just entered Pisces season. Today is the new moon in Pisces. This is a very intuitive period. You know, Pisces are ruled by the 12th house. It's the house of the subconscious. It's the house of intuition, dreams. So it's a very spiritual time. And so maybe you have had like an intuitive hit. You should follow it. Princess of Swords in the reverse. This talks about being a little bit scattered. Like you have so many varying interests and you're so curious about so many different things. You might be a student. You might be someone who's, you know, a lifelong student. But because your energy is kind of scattered, you don't really finish like one project. You know, you might start something and then something else tickles your fancy, you go, you know, learn about that, or you just, the focus isn't there. Let's put it that way. So this could be a call out to maybe focus. Yeah, Three of Wands in the reverse. Focus and plan and strategize. You've gone through the phase of having the idea. You've gone through the phase of perhaps chasing the idea, setting the seeds of that idea, and then, but do you have a plan? Like, have you done the strategic work? Have you laid it out? Are you following something that's a little bit more guided, more structured towards making this idea a reality? Yeah, the Hanged Woman. This is a major arcana card. It talks about looking at things from a different perspective. So, it could be that you've been feeling blocked, scattered, and this card is kind of coming out to say maybe this is for a good reason. Maybe you're meant to be paused right now. Maybe this is time for meditation, contemplation, introspection. Maybe it's time to take a really long, hard look within as to why you perhaps do this. Why do you chase so many different things? Is it, you know, maybe it's a coping mechanism. Maybe you don't like to finish things because that would mean that, you know, then it might be judged by others, right? Or it might fail and then you would feel insecure about it. So it's easier to just do a bunch of different things and not have to finish anything. And so it never has to be put under the scrutiny of others or even under your own scrutiny. So there could be something in that to do that reflection. The Hanged Woman or man also talks about sacrifice. So there could be something that needs to be cut out right now of maybe the way you look at the world, your perspectives, maybe the way you act when you are interested in something where, you know, you can't follow every fancy. Like you gotta pick and choose. What is your biggest, you know, idea? What is the one that gives you the most passion, the most inspiration, the most joy when you think of, and then cut away everything else and focus on that one thing. And it could feel like sacrifice for you because you just love learning. You're so curious. Yes. Nine of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful card. This is saying, like, if you were just to do that, to sacrifice everything else and to focus on that one idea, this Ace of Pentacles would grow to the Nine of Pentacles. This is having abundance, wealth, you know, being self-made, having that drive, that determination to make something, you know, whether it's a business, whether it's your career path. And so when you get to the Nine of Pentacles, your time becomes your own. You know, you have more leisure time. You've created your wealth. And absolutely go back to this, you know, hey, I want to try different things and you know, expand your knowledge, be curious, do all of those things, but finish the project, you know, finish that thing you're focused on first so that you can have this one completion and then move on to the next. Like, don't let that Ace of Pentacles, this beginning, this idea that's come in from the divine, you know, the ethers, the universe, for you to grasp. Don't let it slip you by. Two of Pentacles, yeah, it's all about balance. Look at that, beautiful card. Seven of Swords. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. The Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. This is work-life balance. In your case, I feel like it's almost balance between all of your projects. You know, you have a very busy mind. You're very, I want to say intellectually gifted. You juggle a lot. You are interested in a lot of things at once. You have many hobbies, many interests. Find balance. Maybe structure would be really important for you. You know, that could be that strategy, right? So structure your day. This is my time where I focus solely on growing my business, my career, my studies, whatever it is that's going to gain you material wealth. And this isn't about being materialistic. You know, we all need money to live in this world. That's just the reality of it. And so you have the gift to be very abundant. And then what you do and what you choose to do with that abundance, you know, it's completely up to you. Like if you want to have many projects, many side projects, you know, if you want to volunteer work, if you want to start new businesses, whatever it might be, balance that out in your structure with also having time for play and leisure and explorations of new things you want to do. And you don't feel like you've deprived yourself of everything. You know, it's not like a complete sacrifice of your personality or what drives you or your passions. It's more like a refocusing into a structured day or a structured plan so that you can still reap the benefits of these amazing ideas you have, coupled with giving yourself that freedom to have leisure time, have your time be your own, follow your pursuits. Seven of Swords talks about being tricky or shady, kind of trying to take shortcuts almost. In this case, again, it's that sword energy. Swords are intellect. It's almost like you're so smart. You almost are trying to trick yourself in this card. It's almost like this game you're playing with yourself, like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I have so many ideas. I'm so curious. I have so much drive. Look at me. Everyone says, you know, I grasp knowledge so quickly. I'm such, you know, an intellectual person. You probably have someone always telling you like, oh, you know so much about so many different things. You're like a jack of all trades, right? And you're almost using that as a tricking yourself into thinking like, well, then that means I don't have to focus on one thing. I don't have to complete one thing. I can just keep doing what I'm doing and be scattered and, you know, have multiple hobbies, you know, crafts, whatever, jobs, whatever it might be. But you don't find fulfillment or completion in any of them. And so in the end, you're just tricking yourself. That's interesting. I've never seen the Seven of Cards in, or sorry, the Seven of Swords in that light before. Balance and structure. Those are the two things that are going to aid you. This is like the main message from your future self. Be disciplined. You know, that's the ultimate mastery of yourself, is to be disciplined over your intellect, to do the things that have to be done, even if they're not as interesting or intriguing as all of your different passions and hobbies. But they are important and they establish you. I'm gonna go grab that. Well, in the reverse, this is revival with cordyceps. You've got Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars in the reverse though. This feels very much like the rising of a phoenix. It's very expansive with Jupiter here, very blessed energy. Let's see why it's in the reverse. Number 26. What is going on? Reconnect to spirit. Resistance to death. Forgotten your power. Weakness. Interesting. And death here is not in the literal sense. You know, this is talking about resisting to change, to letting go of things, mindsets, limiting beliefs, even habits that are holding you back. The guidance. It's time to soar to a new height. Energy is available to manifest your greatest dreams. Passion is in alignment with knowledge. Energy is in alignment with matter. Like the great eagle, you are blessed with the connection of the divine. You have an innate ability to live in the realm of spirit, yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth. From the height of the clouds where the Great Spirit dwells, the great eagle mirrors your ability to observe with expansive awareness and achieve great sights beyond the mundane. Eagle and cordyceps represent the courage to channel the higher mind, ether, the realm of the illumination, and higher consciousness. If you have been walking in the shadows, you are being asked to reconnect with the element of ether, the divine, and your higher mind. Heal your broken wings with love and seek higher ground to observe the greatness of what you're made of. That's so interesting because that's kind of like that Three of Wands. Three of Wands speaks about going to higher ground to gain better perspective. And the Hanged Woman also talks about, she's hanging upside down here to gain perspective from a different angle. I'm actually going to get you the Mystical Shaman Oracle as well, because this really, for me, gave me shaman vibes. Like, you might be a very spiritually connected person, and maybe that's part of your curiosity to different things, but you've been kind of cut off from it. The upper world, just what we were talking about with the eagle. Look at the wings. It's in the reverse, but look at that. It's absolutely the eagle coming through again, and the circle, both in the reverse. Interesting. The circle talks about, it's almost like the Wheel of Fortune, where one moment you're up, one moment you're down. But it feels like in your case, the reason you're kind of blocked, or you feel your fortune is blocked, or things aren't coming your way, is because you're cut off from the upper world. You're not seeking help from your angels, from your intuition, from your higher self. Let's read you that one. Okay, number 59. What an interesting reading. Group 4. So the essence of the upper world, angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potential and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirit of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The medicine, because you got it in the reverse. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support for your new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. Yes, that's exactly what I was feeling. You need to, if you so feel called, work with your angels, work with the upper world, right? Luminous beings. This could be guides, this could be angels, this could be your future self, your higher self, yourself without the ego, right? Holding you back, stuck in idleness. I don't feel you're stuck in idleness. I feel you're stuck in, you cope with using distractions, even though they are hobbies or points of interest or topics of interest where you're consuming knowledge. It's still a coping mechanism to not do this work, to not step into your power, to not look at things from a higher vantage point, to do the focused work that is actually going to lead you to abundance, whatever that may mean to you. And it's in the material world, so it's always kind of depicted by wealth and abundance, but maybe that's not even what you are here to do. You might be someone who's really spiritual, so maybe abundance isn't something that you're attracted to. Maybe what you're looking for is to find your place, to make your mark in the world, to maybe innovate something that helps others. That's also, bringing in abundance into this world. Let's get you one final message here from your future self. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Yes. Yes. It's time to step into your purpose, into your power. Not distracting yourself, not feeling all scattered, focus. Ask for help from your angels. Now, if you don't believe in angels, your higher self, your future self even. I hope that this reading has resonated. If it has, send me a like, send me a comment, and if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this.